What's up with YouTube? What's up with the fam? Hope everybody's having a blessed holiday wherever you are, whatever time it is. May God bless you. For me, it's Tuesday, second week of December, and definitely truly blessed. I'm gonna show you how I made. Pretty much, I made 65K in 2 days, Monday, Tuesday. Full disclosure, a good portion of that was not fully profit because some of my trading accounts are in evaluation, but about half of them, the other half was all profit, bro. So total of about 6.5% over 2 days, and I'm gonna break down both of the trades that I took. But first, let me show you the proof. So here's my dashboard. This is the best way I know I could show you proof without showing every single one of my accounts. Um, Disregard these. I bought because I starting new evaluations. I had to calibrate my trade copier um, to the new accounts versus the master account. So that's why there's so many trades and it looks really weird. But my two official trades were on Monday and Tuesday, and even on Monday there was some calibration. You can see um, a lot of open and closing positions on different accounts, but the gist of it, you get the gist of it. This is where the real magic happened on Monday, and then and then today was just a clean day. It was just clean. Um, One position, multiple trade, or one trade idea. I do twin trading, two positions with two separate take profits. But we hit full TP today. So let's go over to the chart and see. I got us in replay mode. Friday, December 6th, towards the end of the day. And this is the 4 hour on US 30. I exclusively trade US 30. I don't really trade any other other chart, but you can see here, coming off of Thursday. On Thursday we made an all time. We rejected off of all time highs, and then on Friday in the peak hours we did, in the open hours we also rejected. So we have one, two, three rejections, and on the last rejection, on Friday we melted. And you can see now there's this like structure that's happening, starting to kick in right there. So basically, when I now coming off Friday going into Monday, there's this 4 hour level of resistance here as well that price just respected, pulled down. So I'm on the West Coast. I take my trades typically between 9 a.m. Pacific Standard and 10. So I enter and then I just hold the rest of the day. I know a lot of people like to open or like to trade in wide open, but I like to wait for the volatility to settle first before I trade. Like, there's what, two 4 hour candles in the trading day typically. So I like to wait till halfway through the first one to enter and let the trade move on the second one. So this is the 4 hour chart, and you can see here we also have some some support there, and then here is where we got here, and here is where we're targeting price, and these all make sense today. They all sort of come to fruition today. So if we pull back down to the 1 hour, you can see this structure starting to build up. There's a 1 hour supply zone right here that's being respected from this candle, from the top of this candle to the bottom of this candle. Right here is where we had this massive bearish push on Thursday, and then on Friday it's the same thing. So actually, let me fast forward through Friday, because now we're on Monday, and it's probably gonna show everything on Monday, but that's okay. Um, so on Monday, you can see we have this structure right here happening after Monday. So this is pretty much what I wanted to show everybody, and we can go back into but this is the format that I'm looking to enter in my trades, basically just like that. So let's go back in a little bit. Let's just retrace a little bit. You feel me? Big no big deal. So then we go to the 1 hour, and on the 1 hour you can see how it fully respects our supplies and our level of resistance, because we're bearish. Since Thursday we've been bearish, and now we're in Monday. So on the 15 and on the 30, but I'd like to do the 15 minute. I just go in and mark up our areas of supply from the previous day. So there's a 15-minute level of supply up here that is untapped, right? The one that is tapped is right above it, so we don't really need to. We can concern ourselves with that. So actually, this is the valid level. Let's keep that. And then we have one down here that is tapped. So we know when price gets there, it wants to reject. Both of these are tapped. So now all I'm doing at this point, I think it's 7. I think it's actually more like 6. But now all we need to do is wait for price to come and fill in these areas. So we also made a supply zone on the day, right at market open. So and we respected this supply zone as well. And again, we're bearish because since Thursday, price has been fully respecting our area, and then even right here we equal high. So if you're trading market open, you can try to get in right on this candle. But like I said, that's not my steez. You feel me? That's not how I rock. So I'm gonna let this play out. You can see we starting to really drop, and where are we? Yeah. So my analysis, I want for price to come back. We had this very obvious drop. I'm looking for price to come back into our area up here before I take any trades, bro. Because one thing I know is, like, you do want to get in on a trend, but if you get in down here, you're cooked. Even if price is ultimately going to be bearish, price moves from supply to demand, and that's actually a good lesson. So even though we're bearish on this day, we still want to mark out our areas of demand as well to try to understand where price is going. So this actual line right here, this blue line, is really the green line. Actually, let's just leave it like that. This green line is our 1 hour area of demand. So we expect price to reject this area, and we did break below it on this candle. So technically here is where our demand zone is. If we scroll all the way over, we can see how price on a 1 hour candle, 1, 2, and now 3 times has respected this blue line. So you can definitely expect it on this time frame to try to pull back to find some supply. So that's the way that the charts move. It goes from one area of supply to the next area of demand, and it moves that way. So now we have an area of 5-minute supply right in confluence with our 15-minute that caused price to go on a melt spree right here. So my first area of interest is going to be in this area, because we have a supply on a 15 stacked on top of the supply on the 5. So let's move forward. You can see we go straight up there, right? What time is it? I think I might have overshot my landing. So I wanted to get in right here, but the reason why I didn't was because I was a little too slow. But I also like to see this first. So we have we have this, right? But I want to see this again. That's typically how I get in, and I would get in right here. Um, but it actually just moved. So, but my entry for this came when we came back up. Uh, my entry came right about here. Um, I believe it was right here. I might be wrong, but let's go through it first. And I went for a 3-1. Yeah. Yep. And it played around for a little bit, but then it went to my TP. Boom. And that's where I took profit on this trade. I got a perfect entry. I waited for a break of candle. I did not get in at close the candle. If I did, I would have been getting in way down here, which would have been fine on this day. But typically when we do close the candle, we get stopped out. So when there's a trend, you want to get in at the break. You don't necessarily need to get in at the close because you know where price is headed. So I got out right there, secured pretty much. I think I got out my first position at a 2-1, which is right around here. Yes, and then my last position 3-1. So I really only made about 2.5% there, but it was a solid W. You feel me? So we could fast forward to Tuesday. And see what we info. So basically, when I go to the 4-hour, we basically had the same, you feel me, the same structure, and you can see is a very consistent structure. Won't. So right here is where we are, and I'm anticipating this move to come at least to fill the gap that we have right down here. So let's get rid of all of that. So boom, we come to the hour on this day. We have an hour supply right there, and we're probably going to create a new one right here, right? This is the 8 o'clock candle. So I'll go to the 15-minute. My supply zone is right about right here. And you can see we kind of violate that, disrespect it a little bit. But if you go on a higher time frame, these are just wicks. So we not looking like this is fully disrespected because we turned around right up on it. You feel me? So and then again we made another one right here. This is ultimately the area of the market that is being respected. It's the area. It's not just the zone. It's a zone because it's a full area. So when I come down to here, we're right around we did this push, just the same move we did yesterday, right? This one right here. So this is based off of what we saw yesterday and the day before, this is a very textbook trade. I would be perfectly within my trading plan to enter, just my analysis to enter on this trade right here is 9 o'clock. This is when my window opens up. However, the reason why I didn't enter right here is because of this, and I'm just waiting for this to happen. So I want to get in right there. So we did pull back. So if I had got in right here, this is very low, right? And in a minute, I'll show you what will happen if I had got in at the bottom of this candle. And again, we want to identify a demand, right? So we have a 5-minute demand right there. We have some more here that was just broken. And then this is our key area of the market right there on the 5-minute. I'm sure I know that. This is also 15-minute. So we can go here and we can see it, right? So it's literally the same. So I would make this a 15-minute demand zone. And I'm giving y'all some real sauce about how to utilize trade, how to utilize this tool, TradingView. Create templates. It makes it very easy to mark up your zones. I have templates for the lines. I have a day, hour, and a 4 hour. They're all different colors. I have templates for my position sizes, uh, or both short and long. I have 4-to-1, 2-to-1. Um, so it makes everything super quick and easy. And really, when I figured out all of the little things you can do on TradeZilla, it really changed. And like, I know this might sound like a stretch, but it made things different, especially templatizing templatizing your positions, because the market is mathematic and it's precise. It's very precise, especially indices. So if your positions, and that's exactly how this trade was exactly a 3-to-1, because the positions, um, where from TP to stop loss, they mathematically they calculate, like everything lines up, and it's just another way of confirming your trade. Is just more confluence, and you'll see that on this day. I had another sniper entry and sniper exit. So on, and just going. So the hour, on this hour chart, our low is way down here. This just happens to be, it's not a coincidence, but this is exactly where support was back here, or resistance. It was resistance and now support. This is exactly where price wicked from. I think it's on a day. You can see it more on a day, but yeah. So now I'm waiting for us to reject off of demand from here and come back up to our area where I want to get tagged in. I'm just gonna put this here. Just do 1-to-1 for now, and and we'll see if we get tagged in. I already know, we know the answer, because your boy was on a real one right here. So I got tagged in right on this one. Boom, we entered like somewhere right here. Let's redo this, and I'm just gonna let it run the 4-to-1. So because of the structure of the market, we were coming up, right? Now, because we were bullish for most of the day, there's going to be some consolidation where we are bullish from, because we have demand on top of demand that price has to break through. So whenever we hit in these demand zones, it's coming back up to get supply until there's a breakout. And I don't trade breakouts. I like to trade continuation. This is clearly a reversal and a breakout, but because of the previous 2 days, I already knew what we was going to do. So boom, we came back up. This is the second entry. I wasn't sweating. I already knew what was happening. Boom, we dumped down again. And mind you, this right here is around 1%. This is around, the way that I trade, this is a one, let's call it 1-to-1. Right above this structure point is a 1-to-1 for me, for this entry. And boom, we kick back up. So we keep rebounding off of 1-to-1 short, 1-to-1 long. But I'm fully expecting this because of where we are, because of price action on the day, and also because on the daily, or on the hour time frame, our demand zone is right here. And I had this blue line to mark my demand zone. And then it will create supply right around this, which is demand. So I'm just holding at this point and waiting for my breakout. So we broke this demand zone right there. This 5-minute, no longer. We are on a very clear downtrend. We are no longer making higher highs after this point, and we are consistently making new lows after this point. From here to here, actually from here to here is where the trend officially started. Now, if I was super duper precise, this is actually where my entry would have been, but no harm, no foul. There's always room for critique. So, but you can see now price is climbing again, because of what time it is. We are right here, or actually right here is when we started our 4-hour at 10 o'clock, our new 4-hour candle. So this around here is now getting a 12 o'clock. Pacific Standard Time, which is like 1 o'clock on the East Coast or something like that. But you can see all this supply structure is being fully respected, while at the same time we're breaking lows and creating demand on the way down. So only swing high, no official break of structure. But I think at one point we broke this structure. Oh, right here, yeah. But I think it's gonna continue. I forget. Oh, yeah, we just fully melt at this point. And it went straight to my TP and beyond some. But you can see how this is literally exactly, it's a 4-to-1, right? This is a 4-to-1 with 50 points stop loss and 1,000 or 100 point TP or 200 point TP. That is mathematically precise, and literally right where we broke on this candle up is exactly the take profit. So check this out, and this is just to verify. I'm sure you guys you could already see where I'm going with this, but if we do 4-to-1, it's the exact same thing. So mathematically it lines up. So this level of precision Mike Tyson over here, but this level of precision is a mathematical precision, mind you, is a cheat code, right? It's a thing that most people aren't aware of. But when you have a hypothesis, anything that confirms that hypothesis is going to be in your favor. So, and this is slept on, but it's probably the most important thing. Where, like, is it lining up? Like, is it mathing? Is the mathing? Because I have my position tools set to a precise amount, I don't even have to do the math of how many pips and how many. I don't have to do all those calculations. It's already done. I just use the measurement to do the calculations for me. And I'm not even lying. My entry was right there and my exit was right here for a perfect 4-to-1. So that's how I do it. So if you want me to show you how to set this or show you some more tricks on how to use TradingView to help you place your trades and manage your trades easier, to make it seamless, just tap in with me, leave a comment, leave a like, leave a thumbs up, anything that lets me know that you want to see a video to show you how to use TradingView, some advanced ways, not just typically marking up your chart in a typical fashion. Also, if you want me to show you how I mark up my chart, I gave you a little sneak peek, but there's a little bit more into it. Shoot me a comment in the comment section. And yet again, this 65 bands, I didn't fully pocket, but by the time, so I've already passed phase 1 on all of those funded accounts in these 2 days. So actually, I need like a 1% more to pass 2 of them. One of them is passed. Once I pass them, I'll do another video showing you the results of that. But 2 days, it only took me 2 days to get there for phase 1. And by the time we get to the end of this month, these days I'm actually going to be pocketing this money. This is the most and funded that I've ever had at one time. So like I said, I said in a previous video, the ending of this year will be better than the rest of the year. So and God has completely blessed me, and I'm sure that if you stay faithful and you confess that Jesus, Yeshua, the Mashiach, is your Lord and Savior, God wants you. God wants you to be saved. He wants to cover you in mercy. As a matter of fact, you are covered in mercy. That's the only reason why you're here. That's the only reason why you're still breathing and alive. You can't give your life to God. He already owns your life. What you can do is give your obedience. Obedience is God's love language. So I urge all of you, my brothers and sisters who are watching this or who are in the sound of my voice, I urge you to get right with God. And I urge you to just Give all your anxiety, give all your struggles. You're struggling in trading, you're struggling in your life. Give it all to God. Nobody else can take away your struggles. Nobody else can. We all are going to suffer, no matter what we do. But God says, righteous is the man who suffers for my name's sake. So if you're going to suffer for the one who can ultimately bring you joy, even in the suffering. And enduring to the end is really, that's really the reward. So I pray for y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. Show me love. I'm going to show you love back. Peace.